Okay, so I have a little bit of downtime, so I'm probably gonna try and record a video really quick. But while I am, or before I film, I want to put a little something on my face, and I don't know if this is focusing right, but I want to put something on my face. I already did my foundation and stuff in the car this morning, which I think is absolutely jacked because I had a really bad allergy attack. I don't even know if that's a word because I don't really have like allergies and stuff, but like my nose, looking like this, like at 9 a.m. this morning, it will literally be a waterworks and just like not even like snot, just straight liquid, just everywhere. And then my eye, this one specifically, and this nostril specifically, just was a water faucet. So it was just allergies. My nose sounded extra stuffed up, like the whole shebang. So it's kind of settled a little bit. So since it's settled, and I think I'm safe for the rest of the day, I'm gonna quickly put on some mascara and some liner at least to wake my face up, because to me, when I wear makeup like foundation and bronzer and stuff, and I don't do my eyes, just my opinion, but the look is incomplete to me. And no one wants a incomplete look. I just used L'Oreal and L'Oreal. So the L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner, I just put a little bit under my eye. And then this is the L'Oreal Telescopic that I told you guys I don't like because you see how it like bends? It's not cute. But I like the formula of the actual mascara, so I do use it. And what's going on with Chris Brown? So this morning I wake up, and usually while I'm getting up in the morning, like that first like 10-15 minutes, it's impossible for me to just hop out of bed. So I'll just lay there and like review like my timeline on Facebook or Instagram, or I'll go to like one of my mommy apps and like review what's going on today with the baby, or engage in like the forums. I think it's What to Expect that is my favorite forum to engage with other May 2015 mommies, and also like mommies in the area of LA where I live. So this morning, apparently Chris Brown has a 9-month-old daughter. Now, when you have somebody like Chris Brown or any other male celebrity in the industry, like you expect to find out that they have a love child somewhere that they produced, because those guys don't seem to keep their male parts in their pants. And Carucci, his girlfriend, has made it very clear that he has issues with infidelity. But I think that the worst thing in the world is for a girlfriend to find out that her man that she stuck by through all of it has a baby. Like, I don't know if I could handle it if I was Carucci. And I seen that she posted on her Twitter that she's basically leaving him because she can't do the family thing, and she wished him well, which has to hurt so bad, because if you love someone, it's one thing for them to cheat on you and you accept it and you forgive, but it's a whole nother thing to find out that the person you love has a baby and it's not with you. And I don't know, I just feel for the girl, because that's a lot to swallow. And then, even worse than that, apparently the chick's name is Nia. So Nia had the baby's 9 months old. So what was 9 months ago? Like last summer, she got pregnant. And apparently she told some other dude he was the father of the baby. I don't know the whole story, but I'm sure this guy was prepared for the baby while she was pregnant. And he loved the baby and took care of the baby and, you know, made that baby his world. Now to find out your baby is all over the blogs because DNA has proven that someone else, a public figure at that, is the father of your child. How humiliating is that? Like, you know, I don't know his story, but I feel for that guy, because like the feeling I get thinking about becoming a mother to my son, obviously there's no way that anyone can ever deny that my son is mine, because I physically carried him before a man. It has to be so hard, because this day and age, there's so much craziness going on that you have to trust that a woman, first of all, is faithful to you, and even worse, to have a baby, and she's such a beautiful little mixed girl, to find out that no matter what you went through with the baby, no matter what you went through with the baby mom, to find out that she's not yours and you have to like just let that connection go, has to be the hardest thing in the world. And then even worse than that, there's pictures all over these gossip sites of this chick, and supposedly she's buddy with Christina Milian, who is supposedly BFFs with Karrueche. And then you find out that there's even pictures of her kicking it with Karrueche. I don't know. It's just a whole lot of mess. And like, I can't wait to get home and talk about it with my boyfriend, because he's not from LA, but he has a stigma about like LA people, more specifically LA women in general, I think. But I think that he has an issue with like all women are hoe. Not all women. He doesn't make me think I'm a hoe, but just as much as all men have a tendency to be a hoe, he thinks that all women do. And I don't think that that's 100% true. We all have that tendency to do whatever the hell we want. But as far as being unfaithful in a relationship or having babies by your homegirls, you know, boyfriend, I mean, it's just too much. If you're pregnant, like, why are you sleeping with most of men? Like, I don't know her story to say what it was. My assumption is she was messing with both guys at the same time, and she got pregnant and she just assumed it was the other guys. I don't know. Either way it goes, it's wrong, it's foul, and I think that she gives women a bad name. Like, it's women like her that make a man have a baby with an honest woman and want a DNA test. And I don't even blame a man. Like, when it comes to my child and my baby's father, like, I'm the type of person, like, after this baby is here, even though we live in the same house, even though this baby was planned, like, I intend to go to the drugstore, pick up a DNA test that you can just find at CVS or Walgreens, take it home and say, here, you swab your mouth, I'm gonna swab my mouth, and then swab this baby's mouth. Not because you're asking for it, not because you feel a certain type of way, but because I don't ever want you to question this child as yours. Regardless if he looks just like you, I'm gonna do it. If he looks just like me, I'm gonna do it, because I'm so protective over this child as it is. And I think that if I do it voluntarily and I give my man peace of mind, that will give me peace of mind, opposed to finding out down the road that he went and got a DNA test because the baby looked more like me, or I don't know. I think that to each his own. Everybody has their own opinion about stuff like that. I do believe trust is key in a relationship. But then you have these chicks like this who come out of nowhere, and it's like, she's a hoe. Like, she's clearly admitting that she was sleeping with two men at the same time, and she didn't know which one was the father, and it took her 9 months to figure it out. Like, did she just assume by her calculations that the other dude was the father, and as the baby got older, she realized he didn't look like him? Or, I mean, what was her mind frame? Like, did she know all along and wanted to come out at a certain time? Like, why would you play with somebody like that? Like, it's not funny. Like, this is like when you see men or women snap, this is the stuff that it's made of. Like, You don't play with someone's livelihood and their heart like that and expect them to not want to freaking snap and like kick your ass. You deserve it. Like, I don't condone a man hitting a woman ever, and I don't say that like the solution for this guy is to go and break or go and snap on her and beat her ass. No, violence is not the solution, but he has to mourn this child like almost as if it's a death, and then be reminded on top of that, like, first of all, I'm sure he's humiliated. He has friends, he has family, he probably has a mother and loved ones who, you know, he's brought this baby around. He's probably worked so hard to, you know, provide for this baby, all these different things, and just made all these choices to be a father in this child's life. And then you take the baby away and say you're never going to see him again. Even worse, you'll see her, but you'll see her on TV, you know, media takeout and TMZ for the rest of her life, being dragged through drama because Chris Brown's name is always in drama. So by association, that's expected for his daughter. And then you have a baby mama like hers, who I'm sure, like, this is just the beginning. Like they're saying, like, they don't have any custody or child support cases going, but it's coming. Like, you think that this chick is a hoe and she just found out that she hit a gold mine by getting knocked up by Chris Brown and she's not going to take full advantage of it? Seriously? She's going to take full advantage. And the only way she won't is if Chris Brown agrees voluntarily to kick her down with child support every month to keep his name out of more court cases. But even if then, like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, she's going to decide that ain't enough and I want more or whatever. And this poor baby has to get dragged around into it. And that's why up until now, I've never had children, because I never wanted to be a baby mama. And there's still no guarantees in life of who you'll be to someone. You know what I'm saying? There's no guarantees that my relationship will last forever. You know, I'm committed to my man, and no matter what we go through, the good times, the bad times, the hard times, I'm always willing to do whatever it takes to save our relationship, because I want all my kids by this man. I want this man's last name. I want to marry this man and, you know, build a life with this person. So still, you know what I mean? Like, what if tomorrow he wakes up and decides he wants to cheat on me and have a baby with someone else? That's not something I can forgive. You just cannot predict the future of who you're with, what's going on in your life, but you can predict your own actions, and you only thing you have control over is your actions. And I always will be a good person. Like, I won't be a perfect mother, but I'll always be the best mother I can be. And part of that is not bringing my child into these messy, drama-filled situations. I chose a man that I felt was best fit for my son to be his father. And if my boyfriend I didn't feel was a good fit to be a father, then I would not be pregnant right now, because these are the things as women you have to take control of. You know, having a baby is just not about loving the person that you're with. Having a baby is about, if this doesn't work out, is this guy gonna still love his son or daughter? Is this guy gonna be a protector and a provider? Is he gonna make those sacrifices that all parents should make? Is his pride and his ego too big to be a good father? Because as a parent, what I've learned in my own relationship with my father is I went many years without a father because his pride and his ego was too big to put aside what was going on outside of me. It didn't have nothing to do with me as his daughter, but, you know, between him and my mom, they had issues that they couldn't see eye to eye on, and I suffered. You know, even when there were solutions for us, even when, you know, third parties came and tried to mend the situation and for us to get back on good terms, his pride was too big and it was already too late. And I'm grateful now that, you know, he stepped up to the plate and is willing to be a good father to my, or a good grandfather to my son, which is very important to me. But I lost out on so many years of not having a father because of what parents go through, you know, family-wise. I lost out on, you know, having a good relationship with my grandmother and my aunts, because my mother and my father didn't see eye to eye, you know. And even in my own relationship, like, I don't have the best relationship with his mother. I don't even have a relationship with his mother at this point, and I don't know, that's a whole nother story. But, you know, I don't want my son to suffer and not have a grandmother because of that. But it's hard. Realistically, it's so hard to just hand your baby over to someone that you don't have a good relationship with. And I know that I'm probably going on a tangent that Chris Brown's baby mama drama brought out of me, but you know, it hits close to home only because I feel for that child, like, more than I feel for Karuchi, because either she's gonna take Chris back or she's gonna keep it moving. But in the end of the day, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, she'll be happy with her own family, you know, and she'll be okay. Chris Brown is still gonna be Chris Brown. He's still gonna do what he's gonna do, whether Karuchi comes back, whether he tries to make a relationship with his child's mom. No matter what he does, Chris Brown is gonna still be good. And this guy, this original baby daddy, has to suffer, and this little girl has to suffer. It's not fair. For sex. Now, there's a billion people, a couple billion people on this planet, and it seems that in Hollywood, or as some people like to call it, Holly weird, people just can't seem to get it right. Like, get your own man, get your own girlfriend, love them, grow with them, build with them, stick it out when you have problems, and it's simple. I'm sure there's nothing in this world that Karuchi would not do for Chris Brown. That girl loves that guy so much, and she's been through so much with him, and he still treats her like crap. You know, it's like, at what point do you hit the final straw and say, I'm done? And I think this was it. And it sucks because who knows, like, 2 or 3 days ago, they probably were in bliss, happy and good. And now you can hear this news and you have to make a decision. Like, my man is acting right and we're happy, but TMZ ruined it by breaking the story that he has another baby, or a baby, and I can't be okay with that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this situation. I think it's all messy. I feel bad for the baby daddy. I feel bad for Karuchi, even though if I had a man who cheated on me the way Chris cheated on her, I can't say that it would hurt less, but it's expected. And you put yourself in that situation by continuing to go back to it. But with this guy, he didn't ask for this. This baby, she didn't ask for this. Only people who asked for this is Chris and Nia, or whoever her name is, and Karuchi. You know, we're all young, dumb, and make, you know, decisions, good or bad. But she wasn't blindsided. Like, being Karuchi, or not even just Karuchi, being a girlfriend, a wife to a celebrity, whether it's a singer, rapper, ball player, especially this day and age, like, you have to walk into a club, you have to walk into any event that you guys go to, a party, whether you're with him or by yourself, and you have to, like, literally just be like, I'm gonna assume that there's at least 1 or 2 chicks in here, especially in the LA scene. I'm gonna assume there's 1 or 2 hoes in here that have screwed my man. And that's sad, but that's why there are women who enjoy dating celebrities and women who don't have any interest in it. I, for one, would not put myself in a situation because I can't handle it. And once it happens once, it's no going back. And I say that from experience of dating someone who thought he was a celebrity. He wasn't. But, you know, because he hung out with celebrities, he felt like he can do what they do. And I'm not with it, so that's why I have the man that I have. And all my exes are exes. Sometimes when I put on like this lip, I try to do like lipstick and stuff, but at heart I'm just a clear gloss kind of girl, because to me that's what looks good. Or I'll do something like Velvet Teddy or even Myth with like cork or chestnut liner, and to me that's like my safe zone as far as makeup goes. I don't know, tell me what you guys think. Does this lip look like too much? Isn't it amazing how much of a transformation a little liner and lashes and a cute lip can do? I don't know, I'm about to go and get some work done before I head out for lunch. So I'll catch up with you guys later. But comment below and let me know what you think of this look, and if I should do a tutorial on it. And also let me know what you think about the Chris Brown situation, because I, for one, think it's crazy.